My wife, Emily, and I had been married for 3 years when I met her best friend, Jake, a man she'd known since college. From the start, something about him rubbed me the wrong way. He was charming in that smug, overconfident way, always making jokes that had a bite to them. Emily would laugh them off and say, "Oh, that's just how Jake is. He doesn't mean anything by it." But as the months went on, his humor started crossing lines I couldn't ignore anymore. One Friday night, Emily invited Jake and a few of her friends over for dinner. I cooked, spent hours preparing steak, roasted vegetables, and a homemade dessert, trying to be a good host. Everything was fine until Jake started talking. "Man, Emily, I still can't believe you settled down so fast," he said with a grin, glancing at me. "You were the wild one in college. Now you've got this steady guy. I guess opposites attract." The table laughed awkwardly. I kept my composure and replied calmly, "Yeah, I guess stability looks pretty good when you've had your fill of chaos." He smirked but didn't back down. Later, while we were having drinks, Jake leaned back and said, "Hey, no offense, man, but Emily's way out of your league. You must have some hidden talent to keep her interested." I could feel the room go quiet. Emily shot him a glare, but she didn't say anything. That was it for me. I looked him straight in the eye and said, "You're right, Jake. She is out of my league. But I guess she wanted a man who doesn't hit on married women to feel good about himself." His grin vanished instantly. The table fell silent. Emily gasped, and Jake just stared at me, red-faced. After a moment, he mumbled something about leaving early and stormed out. When the door closed, Emily turned to me, furious. "That was completely uncalled for," she snapped. "You embarrassed him." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. "I embarrassed him? Emily, he's been disrespecting me, and you, all night." She crossed her arms. "He's my friend, and you went too far. You need to apologize or we're over." I stared at her, realizing something had shifted between us. "If defending myself makes you question our marriage," I said quietly, "then maybe it's not me who owes anyone an apology." I walked out of the living room, leaving her speechless. For the next 2 days, she barely spoke to me. Then, on the third morning, she came into the kitchen, eyes red. "Jake called," she said softly. "He admitted he crossed the line. He apologized." I just nodded. Good. Maybe now he'll learn the difference between being a friend and being disrespectful. Emily hesitated, then whispered, "I'm sorry too. I should have defended you." I sighed and pulled her into a hug. "Just don't let anyone, not even an old friend, treat your husband like a joke again." Since that day, Jake hasn't been around much, and our marriage is stronger because we both learned a painful truth. Respect inside a relationship isn't optional, it's everything.